That's really not good.
No.
I mean, actually, even with the swap over from the stage composition for Jamppi to pick that up.
If
What,
anything.
they beat EDG and they've...
Yeah.
Obviously, it didn't look as impactful versus Optic either.
And I quite like seeing Fnatic go to comfort early on here, considering you could see jitters and nerves and pressure aplenty on especially Alpha and the rest of the gang. It's certainly not just one of them. So a good way to get the players activated early. And if you're Liquid as well, though, I mean, you're not putting this in the top picks of maps you're looking at picking up winning. I think this goes to the whole distance, if I'm honest. But we look at this round because there is a little bit of a purchase, not too much for Liquid, but a Frenzy, a Sheriff and a Shorty. So a little bit of danger.
Couple of troublemakers at least here. Nivera famed in this current position. Usually good for one as well, but I expect Fnatic to be extremely disciplined on the way through, and actually the Flash will identify presence at least. I don't think they're going to try and mess with this at all. This has got no Trailblazer to clear through. There's not really anything to dig him out of that spot.
Yeah, very clear lines have already been drawn. It would need someone to over-deliver quite substantially. And I like what we're seeing from Fnatic so far. Very disciplined, keeping composed. Bit of a peek through, not bad for Boaster. Happy to get one. Enzo's by his side. The follow-up, really nice work. Being game leader himself, happy to try and be the instigator. Saw the damage coming in. Two players now tucked towards the back of the site, dimasick and Nivera. But to try and get any further damage would be very surprising. But Alpha want to get a little farm going. There he is. Gonna get out of there, does his job. Spike safe. Time to escape the site.
Oh, obviously roll good up to the spike. 4 survive.
Could be a little bit of a look towards showers for Fnatic as well, so I wonder if that does come into play. ScreaM's going to stay pretty safe for this anyway. It's Fnatic working up towards hookah, showing a little bit of presence, and of course the presence then on the other side of things. A lot of information just garnered from that A site. That little bit of the dog coming through, noting ScreaM initially as well, so you can see the spam coming in to try and clear that.
Oh, dimasick posted up. Hold on to long. Again, actually, Jamppi playing almost, I was going to say, safe off utility here. We'll wall off whether or not he's going to opt to stack here. dimasick comes out worse off there in that scenario. Jamppi hasn't healed him just yet. Actually opts to heal himself. dimasick got to ride this one out with 45 HP now. Thrown to a wallbang and actually does catch one. He's lucky not to lose his life.
Waiting to see if they have an actual step towards the site though, anything to really facilitate this cross. Enzo, what is this sweaty approach already? Let's have a little look what Fnatic are cooking up for us. So many of these corners now, not clear, you can see it! Enzo melts dimasick down! And now Liquid just still trying to hold on to this front line. Fnatic are not on the site just yet, it's 30 seconds.
30 seconds left.
Still a lot of stall here from Liquid, actually.
And they still haven't got Jamppi out of this corner. He can turn that flash. He's just fine. A little bit of a swing from the side. That's Derke getting the attention. Jamppi still standing, though. Spots another unlock. Gets another. Jamppi has been a monster this tournament so far, but finally put down by Alpha here. The last one alive is soulcas, and this bonus is looking real good.
10 seconds left.
Beautiful set piece there from Enzo. I think it's reactive as well to just relaying that information. The dimasick was tagged so low. That's how versatile Fnatic are able to play. Enzo will spot out soulcas, but don't expect another challenge out. But yeah, almost baiting in here, but they've got to be conscious. Derke's down on 5 HP. Ultimately, do want to maintain majority in terms of the inventory here. Hold on to as many weapons as possible.
He's out of there.
Beautiful round.
Really nice, and I'd love to almost go over that in slow motion, see the full intent. But I think you're absolutely right, though. It comes down to potentially that early damage that was noted on dimasick, and him falling away, having to be more passive. They got a little bit of information where Jamppi was, where a couple of the others are, but I really love that approach there.
I'm thinking actually as well, what Jamppi gets tagged down to 79, 80 or whatever. dimasick's the one that needs to heal there.
Yeah. Some really nice set pieces coming in, and all that great utility work was just great with them. And obviously when we saw the addition of the firepower of Alfajer, that's when suddenly the Fnatic roster was a big talking point again. As it stands though, because of that bonus being converted by Fnatic, that's a shot from Boaster. No threats being made, at least from showers. We look towards soulcas though, because he is the one with the rifle.
But Boaster has identified early where it is. Some damage actually. soulcas and Boaster are happy to continue showing presence here. soulcas the one that has to back away though. 45 HP. Jamppi's actually found. Oh yeah, that's in the backside of market.
That's with a ghost. That's a little interesting. soulcas finding value. Fake flash from Mistic in the swing. It's good. But he's still alive. ScreaM going to dip away into the showers and forcing the investment of the ult. That feels a little over the top maybe, but maybe feeling the strain a bit with Mistic being so low and getting caught here. dimasick's got him. And now Enzo and Boaster. dimasick's got the ult coming in as well, wants to force the hand.
Boaster's lit. He's inside the smoke though.
Oh, and Enzo's got one. Boaster with another. And Jamppi, Ghost in hand, rifle upgrade. Has to find two, and the molly just trickles into position, but he might get this to halfway. Wait.
Boaster thinks it landed.
He's not on it, but this is the difference with the crowd. He's going to hear the roar. Swings it. Denies it.
Online. Let's see if he's going to wall off showers early here, at least probably on the backside of the flash. Actually, he's posted up. They posted the operator early, though.
We kind of roll your mind back even to that previous round with Boaster identifying where the rifle was as well. They've been doing great early work here, Mike.
They have. Curious to see actually if there's a rotation that comes through from Jamppi, but looks like ScreaM's the one to come get behind this A-side defense, but I'm curious here because Fnatic are actually drifting towards short. As if they want to commit behind this.
Yeah, sticking around some time. Bullets coming through, but he's not particularly backing away. There's 3 players here. Spots one and loses. Head-to-head between these two will be quite something to watch throughout this game, but for now it will be Derke to truly draw that first blood. Sight now on a contest. Alfajer wants to take the space. Flashed up though. Has to go in for a second time. That time it connects Nivera. Deleted. ScreaM, soulcas, and dimasick. I think ScreaM just copped a boatload of damage as well.
Actually picking up the heal here. Gets a 3v5 retake here. Not an awful lot of utility to work with. 2 satchels, Trailblazer, but no flash just yet. Curious whether or not Liquid are even going to give this up now and just look for damage. It's not looking as if there's a conscious effort here. And Alfajer sealing the deal almost. Boaster with the backstab. ScreaM just left to hold on. Very commanding lead very early on here on Bind. And Liquid, I got to say, don't really have a lot of responses.
No, they look a bit flat here, and got to say as well, ScreaM 0-4, not particularly having impact yet. Nope, dealt with. Alpha getting warmer into this game now, and a flawless round coming in. But let's kind of hit the brakes because I feel like Liquid will be. Neon's really surprised us here as well. Fully aware, and now off the timeout, we are going to be down to the Sheriffs. Light armor and actually a little bit of heavy for soulcas too, so certainly not completely uninvested into this round, and they just need to do damage here. They need to get around conversion, because currently, as it stands, Fnatic have the perfect tempo, perfect pace, and they have everything working well for them.
Derke again, posted up with the operator. ScreaM throwing out a gamble, but nothing on the end of it. I was expecting here, it's even with the economy, I mean, look at soulcas, and it's a full shield with the Sheriff, so they want to try and slow play this. With the minimal investment they have made, there's nothing really no tangibles for Liquid to have a good stab at taking a fight here.
No, just
unfortunately, they've been getting rolled when Fnatic are allowed to execute.
Oh, yeah, off the back of that, I've just noted Nivera also not off the starting blocks in kills. Normally safe pair of hands, same as ScreaM, looking quiet. Interesting. As it stands, let's see how clean Fnatic can keep this. Alfajer wants to try and get involved in this, farm it up a little, get the pressure building, eats the flash, so forced away. Mistic on the case, but it ain't pretty. Looking a little sloppy, but they're still standing somehow. And now soulcas gets to do the damage. All alone was Boaster, so that's a problem. Getting a little too hungry to chase down those kills, and they leave a couple of options open! And soulcas is punishing. A quick rotation, they want to get out of danger. But dimasick's still here, and the molly's going to buy so much time. They have to either face it, jump through, try and do something. dimasick, he has to try and buy all the seconds he can on this. Make him sweat. Now it's time to swing! But Alfajer and Derke are there! And then the fight towards CT! And now down to 2. The brothers Grimm, who have had a disastrous start.
ScreaM and Nivera at 54 and 20 HP. That paint cell must have done tons of damage. Derke out. And back through hookah. But Nivera's actually slipped. He's going to spot the head.
Always been seen. Derke finds it! And now ScreaM, the 1v3. So unlikely. And Fnatic instantly disciplined. Letting Derke do the work. And what an adjustment. Got a little dicey over there towards the other side. soulcas trying to heat up. And then
the force coming online with the showstopper inevitably coming. Fnatic can almost buy out for the rest of this half.
rinse, repeat for Alpha. Liquid look a little scared of this.
A little pacier now, though.
Yeah, taking a lot of space. ScreaM, no armor on him at all as it stands, so looking super vulnerable, and Alpha's in the spawn. Oh no, he's got one.
Oh
he's
my
got
God.
two. The third for the hometown hero. Postinated, you know what it means to him. Finally shaking all that pressure off and having the game he needed. soulcas and dimasick irrelevant to outcome, it looks like. And Alpha's still in the case. He wants this fight. He's hungry for it. The rest of his team allowing him a little bit more room. And this is the danger of the man on the screen. If he starts heating it up, it ain't gonna stop.
Give it to him.
Give the man the ace, soulcas. You might need to back away from this. Pop flash will actually catch him. He's gone down. And the most hated man in Istanbul right now, soulcas. Denying the ace, but what a round for him. Again.
You know. That's when
It's-
you're like
yeah.
Liquid playing from behind.
And away we go. Alpha, first man in. And
The shower
he
switch.
wants him down. soulcas gets to live to fight another day, but already Nivera's been found. It's so clean. Fnatic just formal with it.
Spike
And what?
planted.
dimasick, ScreaM, and Jamppi. 2 towards CT, 1 on flank. That's already been noted. I feel like the momentum is just so strongly in favor to Fnatic. This is really, really hard to come back from.
I've just got an idea. I think he spotted
Yeah.
the barrel of that Guardian. Jamppi as well. Taking a long time, but Jamppi. Fine one for Alpha. Back with 2. Derke seals the deal. 4 standing once again. They try and initiate something, but been forced back in their shell. Immediate orbital strike behind this Viper Spit.
I love this.
Yeah.
Taking it right back.
They've
Absolutely
denied this
relentless.
control. Whether or not they're in with the boombot going to come through, Nivera actually posted up onside the box outside showers, but soulcas on the back side of this, not noted. A little bit of pressure, and Fnatic now want to pivot towards B.
Launching smoke.
dimasick playing much deeper this time around, doesn't want to challenge that early angle. Also got to be conscious now, we're going to see the same thing again.
It's looking very similar, isn't
With
it?
the wall in hooker as well. It's a carbon copy.
Now the rotation is in, ScreaM's here. And now we look for this similar approach.
Wait, Alpha still has his paint shell.
ScreaM just shot in the dark, it looked like. Yeah, absolutely, just spammed away. Orbital strike went in as well. This is all educated guesswork. ScreaM probably noted falling back towards elbow. They are rotting the clock a little here, but there's that utility you were looking at before. Not going to be a problem for dimasick, but is forced deeper to sight. You can see its full intent now.
Do have to execute
30
without the
seconds
smokes from
left.
Boaster, so literally the first advantage we've seen, really. In a round where Liquid could reset after the kill.
Do they have a flash? Well, that answered my question. Still 1 on Mistic too.
Alpha still looking to double
I've
touch
got your
out here.
trail.
On the back of the Seekers, potentially, yeah.
One's gone. There's a second. He's been found. ScreaM's got him 10 seconds now. Fnatic needs to get towards the site. They do not have what they need. And dimasick gets a little bit of freedom. And he does so much damage with it. Very well played to Liquid in the end to hold their composure. Nice counter utility and good stall. It does just feel like
You
a
want to
pure
play? Let's
steamroller
play.
of momentum.
Derke tour de force in hand, and just holding a slight off angle, actually. It's the first time we've seen Fnatic prioritize this in the early round. Now, Alpha's not here with the boombot, so a little difficult to dig Jamppi out of this spot. Actually, both the smokes come down at the same time. So it's like both teams have that internal clock that's so in tune with each other. And Fnatic forced to explore elsewhere. Second time soulcas has been posted up here and wasn't noted previously.
Let's see if he gets a little play with it. Shower control has been taken, so you will be starting to maybe question the lack of presence, but getting a little bit late in the round. Already noted as
soulcas is relaying this information. Look at the rotation come through already, Lauren.
2 players on the way. You're absolutely right.
Welcome to my
Ult goes up.
Early snakebite though, and the molly to seal the deal.
Time purchase is perfect.
Yeah.
Fnatic not finding the pacing. Running these rounds a little later than normal, I'd say, is going to add a little bit more danger to this. And they're still yet to note soulcas's position. Going completely undercover.
And soulcas is going to see Derke so early if he drifts up with the tour de force. The flash is perfect though!
Oh, and Mistic on the turn. soulcas goes down 14 seconds. They need to get this plant down. dimasick, can you deny it? Can you stop it? He's going to get 1. A second. Yes, not the third though. And now 2v3. ScreaM and Jamppi. Operator with ScreaM.
spotted Mistic's reposition, but it's difficult for him to really do anything about it. Jamppi has to come through and deliver here because ScreaM's missed it.
And that avenue gets closed.
Don't expect Mistic to peek again, but the res comes through. Nivera back on his feet.
How much more can they do? Can they at least get some of these players out of position? Mistic just going to be playing for the time. The spam, he's still alive for a second. Alpha waiting. Denied on the first tap. Still having the fight. Oh, no way!
He's sticking it!
He's sticking it! ScreaM! So close yet so far. Fnatic still move forward.
And this is the two to afford another purchase, but it comes through in round 11.
Here.
And that's when it gets concerning. This scoreline, if they don't win this round, round 12's not pretty.
On the verge of spiraling out of control. I call it what it is. It's one round.
Like I said from that previous, Fnatic literally could maintain their purchase throughout the entirety of this first half.
Here.
Absolutely right. And exploring a couple of options. No commitment with the spike just yet either. First time they've actually had free space towards hookah at this point. Jamppi had been posted up in there a couple of the rounds, but deciding to dip back towards long. soulcas going on a mission.
But on the back of that adjustment, what's the objective? Where's the value gain from doing this? We haven't seen Liquid really dip their toes other than soulcas here and previously on shore. He's actually going to have pretty decent timing.
He could have excellent timing. And again, the villain of Istanbul here.
Fnatic won't be expecting it either because it's not happened.
Not at this time at all. And
oh, he's cooked it! Oh my god!
Not again, not soulcas of all players. The pressure a little too much. And now the 4v4, but a quick rotation. TP taken, they're going towards B. We saw Jamppi here before. Let's out the pass for the first couple of steps with the fight towards TT. It's ScreaM with 2. Trying to come on in. Alpha denies it, but 20 seconds. Where's the spike? Picked up finally, back in hand. The fake flash!
Oh my god!
As if he's trying it. And now Enzo, the 1v2. Fight to the left, he's not going to win it. Oh, and 2 rounds. It's not much, Mike. 2-9. I mean, one more. I'm not even going to start with it. It's been one-sided from the beginning here. And even with the smallest pieces of silver lining, it's still a long way off where Liquid would want any sort of run on this.
Alpha, actually on the back of context, happy to send this through. ScreaM closes the door though. Seeker's on the back of this, but they tell them an awful lot. Actually, 2 members noted potentially on the back of that on shore at least. And the one through showers. Liquid now, I mean, top of my head. I think the second time they've had this man advantage for free. Nivera good for the spam though.
See Nivera starting to activate a little bit here. And there it is, lovely timing for Nivera. A very quiet beginning, making the most of it now. And Enzo, finally the Vandal behind them. It's the first fight, it's going to be ScreaM to close. Okay, 3 rounds, Mike. That's not much play here, is it?
I mean, success for Liquid on bind, and we're sitting towards the low 30s. That's the concern here.
Yeah.
So, is 3 enough? They have to, I mean, basically do what they've struggled to do regionally against a regional
team
opponent. So, I don't know.
Yeah, proof's in the pudding. Happy to sit back and try and watch this one play out, and if they can make something of it, if they've cooked something up, fair play. But right now they're walking into a Fnatic stack. Oh, I mean,
double stack in hookah.
Correct. So if they overcommit towards this,
this is madness. I mean, luckily Jamppi's not creeping up there, but Liquid are cautious. I mean, Spike not committed, so maybe a couple of players to at least
the
poke
timing
here.
on the flash is so good. Gets both of them. And Mistic's timing just couldn't have been better. Just swings around it. Flash was in place. Damage done. And Liquid now just being herded around the map. Now, note how deep Enzo is sitting on this. He is allowing that stack on the other side. He will have to potentially just give up the plant, play a little bit deeper, see if he can do some chip damage on the way. Buy a little bit of time, potentially with some utility, but he can't fight this solo. He just needs to keep space.
No, just looking to play anti-plant here. See,
that's not bad.
Snake Bite will land.
That's not bad at all.
soulcas actually down to 40 as he stuck the plant, so ScreaM and soulcas squishy targets right now on the way back through for Fnatic.
And already soulcas just got caught. It was Enzo to catch him. ScreaM turns attention. Boaster's got him dead, and now we're down to 2. Nivera and dimasick. And these fights aren't looking great for them. dimasick can do a little bit of work on this, though. Molly still ready to be invested. Nivera has to take the fight. Derke has found him, and dimasick can't see. He can't find the target against him. The defuse ain't stopping Fnatic. Converting pistol in round 2, making this look like it's wraps.
Up the Marshall, but 4 Spectres. I was hoping here that Liquid do try and make something happen in the early round, but similar setup. Spike not committed. A spread very thin here.
dimasick trying to creep a little closer on towards short. Alpha gonna spot him. Taking no big risks there, allowing a little bit more room for Derke. Gonna slip away.
Doesn't overstay is welcome. We want to give them an opportunity to find this entry.
Oh, Boaster. That's uncalled for. Does ScreaM punish it? ScreaM's already pushed up towards the window ledge now. Boaster needs to be very careful in this.
I think ScreaM will hear the jump spot, yeah.
Oh, he's going to see him now, but Mistic just turning around at the right time. The crunch wasn't quite there yet either. 2 players up long, 2 through hookah. Mistic towards elbow, and rotations are coming in. Once again, Fnatic still holding fantastic numbers, 5 standing. Not even a point of damage dealt. They've got it all going their way, and Derke making light work of it. You're going to have Mistic swinging back out. There is no impact here for Liquid.
Find this as well with the flash, but that's Derke. Backlines, 1 left to find. Nivera finds a consolation for Derke for his 3rd.
Very
I
nice.
said Liquid have their 1 good chance.
In unison. It's a rare thing to see them both off on like a quiet game. But, I mean, a lot of the credit goes to Fnatic here. They have been playing a good game, but this is very much quiet from the other side. Bind certainly not sitting well with Liquid. Eyes towards Haven next, of course. And that's where we can really see the difference if this could go all 3, or if potentially Fnatic closes out in 2. But not the point for now. Bonus here for Fnatic. Not getting ahead of themselves by any means. Of course, as you noted, the light shield still in play, and Liquid taking their time here. As I think ScreaM really the only one to start having some commitment here.
Well, it does have to take its time. No boom bolt, right? So this is all just basically dry on the way through, relying on a gunfight. Mistic will give it to him. Loses out. Enzo actually will be able to get the weapon on the backside, but look at the pinch through the TP.
Timing's
has
great.
found it.
The timing could not have been better, and Enzo trying to buy a couple more seconds. He isolates Jamppi, swings back in, and the spam's good enough for soulcas to find him. 2v2, Nivera towards the site. Spike now on. soulcas sitting towards long. A little bit of a cross prior in place. Actually, a long rotation on the way around here for Boaster.
Going around the world. It's coming all the way back through spawn.
It's an angle Nivera probably won't expect at this point.
I mean, they heard both T's, and Boaster obviously taking a little bit of damage. He's going to be noted, but Nivera has turned this way.
Something's given enough of the game away that he's at least thinking about it, but Alpha trying to pull their attention his way. Boaster now getting close. They have to get a move on, and the timing's great for Nivera. Swings out and gets them both. Good work from Nivera. There's not a
Slow work their way in, as they've been trying to do so far. Actually now with the operator online. Fnatic, I mean, a stark contrast. Look at the support system to put him in place to deliver. You see the same thing on defense, but haven't seen it early on here to get ScreaM in a position to really work his magic.
And on the other side of the map, you look towards Showers. Building a little bit more investment on soulcas, 1 away from his now. And there's a first real step out of contact. Good work from Jamppi. And actually going to catch Derke too. He had ScreaM by his side. So in unison, finding value there towards long. But again, we did note 3 players there early, but Alfajer. No way is he going to... He's trying to get a little naughty with this. Okay, Nivera. It's quite an early angle to check, but he blinked and he missed it. Nivera's getting sharper and sharper by the second. Flash goes in, 5 still standing for Liquid. Mistic, other side of the map himself.
Yeah. The big difference being this hasn't really been Liquid creating an opportunity as Fnatic.
Yeah.
Maybe getting a little impatient. It could, in that regard, maybe winning out in the mental here. Anticipating this aggression coming through, and it's well handled. Jamppi does seal the deal on a Prime Gaming flawless here in round 16. What can Liquid do with this now? Fnatic to really send 1 or 2 people forward to disrupt that.
Oh, I think
Talking
you're
of disruption.
Boaster taking a lot of the damage early on, so again, Liquid being tested a couple of times here, and I quite like that Fnatic are testing the waters, though, you know, in these moments, in these spies especially, a Guardian with Alpha. And he's got 5 players pouring up long. Alpha is not in a spot to do much about this. Already down so low, 18 HP, just wants to get out of there.
Wants to still try and make this Guardian work. Call it a hero rifle, but...
Oof.
Actually got a dirty setup now as well with the layered smokes on CT.
Derke could do something from here. I'm not sure how aware that... Okay, they've backed away from it being like a point of danger, potentially. Post-plant pretty not comfortable. They're still trying to fight back that space on towards long with the flash just coming out from soulcas. And again, this post-plant set up towards CT, pretty nasty to try and work in against. Jamppi not going to overstay his welcome, trying to allow the next layers to kind of pull into place. That's dimasick. That's Jamppi now swinging back through. This is clean so far. Boaster not going to get much damage out of it as Enzo, the only one to draw blood. Liquid with 4 standing, rifles continue.
Yeah.
Now we'll see. It's 3 rounds on the trot for Liquid, stringing them together. They have a good purchase here, plenty of ults to play with too. Now, of course on the other side, able to fashion a purchase. Is it perfect? Far from it. Still a bit of light armor here or there. Not exactly what they'd be dreaming of. dimasick considering an early investment.
They're going to try and stun him with the dog, I think, and then cast the orbital strike.
Prepare for
I think they got him.
Yep. Let's see if he's dead. And so just about slips away. The flash. Again, he's a lucky boy. A lot of utility just put towards him, but quick feet and quick thinking keep him standing.
And that would have been such a key opener because it opens up access to showers. We put all that pressure onto, I mean, 2 more players of Fnatic, but Liquid unconfirmed at that point. It would have been the catalyst of this execution. And the ping's coming through. Fnatic's still anticipating this. Alfajer is looking a little curious.
No way. There's no way they're swinging!
Oh my god!
Get out of here! The confidence on these two somehow still going. ScreaM just dies head first for Halos. Derke puts him to his grave. And now dimasick, Nivera, and Jamppi have to face the music. Boaster's got Nivera right back at you. Fnatic flipping the script in this one. Oh my word, Jamppi and dimasick just stunned in this. Derke ready to swing if they do get any closer. Alpha just farming him away. And the confidence to walk that wall, Mike.
I love it. Absolutely love it. Catches Fnatic off guard. Even actually, catches Liquid. Back to this same default once again. Spike not committed. Fnatic, other than that one round where they double push long, been very good at mitigating this early round risk, not giving away anything about their sets up. Mistic. So he manages to get away from that one. And he catches one through the hand.
Respecting Jamppi enough to give up this space towards long, can't overstay welcome anymore. You still have that hookah control as well to depend upon if they need it. Flash gonna reaffirm that they are still towards long. This hasn't been just a lazy amount of clear. No, there's commitment behind this, and you can already see the exploration mission from Alpha on the other side of the map. So he's cleared through back of showers. They can pull that rotation card now.
Exactly. You can already see Derke making his way. Liquid need to go now. There's a window of opportunity, but when Derke gets here,
no. They're giving them no
the
play.
force comes out.
I love this. They're giving them no chances of entries here. Derke now going to wait up at the back of this as well. Seeks to come in. Enzo dips back into the smoke to find a semblance of safety, but it's Derke to do the damage. Enzo there as well. Back-to-back kills. Nivera, the last one alive. No, it's not looking good for the man. You got a firing squad on the other side of Fnatic. Fired up here. Alpha wants this one over and done with. Eyeing up map 2 early on. This scoreline, honestly, could have closed way earlier. Liquid pulling back a few rounds in. Nivera, it's done for 13-6. Fnatic get across the line on map 1.
Fantastic performance from him. Slowed down a little bit in the second half, but again, that reset